in Asia will exceed the population of the mid-sized countries elsewhere in the world. More than 50% of India will be living in urban habitats by 2050. And by 2025, India may already have more than 10% of the global urban population. Studies suggest that nearly 40% of the global urban population lives in informal settlements or slums, where they face a range of health and nutritional challenges. Cities are the major engines of economic growth, employment opportunity, and prosperity. But cities account for more than 2/3 of global energy demand and result in up to 80% of global greenhouse gas emission. That is why I have placed so much emphasis on smart cities. It is not just about cities that are networked to become more efficient, safe and better in delivery of services. It is also a vision of sustainable cities that are both locomotives of our economies and heavens of our healthy livings. We will need sound policies to achieve our goals, but we will rely on science and technology to provide creative solutions. We must develop better scientific tools to improve city planning with sensitivity to local ecology and heritage, and reduce the demand for transportation, improve mobility, and reduce congestion. Much of our urban infrastructure is yet to be built. We must maximize the use of local material with scientific improvements and then make building more energy efficient. We have to find affordable and practical solutions for solid waste management, converting waste into building material and energy, and recycling wastewater. Urban agriculture and ecology should get more attention. And our children must breathe cleaner city air. And we need solutions that are comprehensive and rooted in science and innovation. We need your inputs to make our cities more immune to the consequences of natural disaster and our homes more resilient. This is also making retrofit of our buildings affordable. Distinguished delegates, a sustainable future for this planet will depend not only what we do on land, but also on how we treat our oceans. Oceans occupy more than 70% of our planet, and over 40% of humanity and 60% of the world's largest cities are found within 100 kilometers of the coast. We are at the cusp of a new era where oceans will become important drivers of our economies. Their sustainable use can bring prosperity and give us clean energy, new medicines, and food security beyond just fisheries. That is why I refer to the small island states as the large ocean states. 7,500-kilometer coastline and 2.4 million square kilometers of exclusive economic zone. That is why in the past year we have increased our focus on ocean or blue economy. We will raise the level of our scientific efforts in marine science. We will set up an advanced center of research in marine biology and biotechnology and establish a network of coastal and island research stations in India and abroad. We have entered into agreements on marine science and ocean economy with several countries. We will also hold an international conference on ocean economy and Pacific Island countries in New Delhi in 2016. Distinguished delegates, rivers have played as important a role in human history as oceans. Civilizations have been nurtured by rivers, and rivers will remain critical for our future. So revival of rivers is an essential part of my commitment. For a cleaner and healthier future for our society, economic opportunities for our people, and renewal of our heritage, we need regulations, policy, investments, and management to achieve our objective. But we will succeed only when we integrate technology, engineering, and innovation into our efforts. Not just to clean our rivers now, but to keep them healthy in the future as well. For this, we also need scientific understanding of the impact of urbanization, farming, industrialization, and groundwater use and contamination on the river ecosystem. River is the soul of nature. The renewal must be an element of a larger effort to sustain nature. In India, we see humanity as a part of nature, not outside or superior to it, and divinity manifested in nature's diverse forms. So, conservation is rooted in the natural instincts of our culture and tradition, and in our commitment to the future. India has a rich heritage of ecological knowledge. We have scientific institutions and human resources to mount concentrated national action on conservation of nature that is rooted firmly in scientific studies and methods. Distinguished delegates, and if we wish to restore the harmony between human and nature, we must also harness the full potential of traditional knowledge. Societies across the world have developed the enormous wealth through wisdom gathered over the ages, and they hold the secrets to economic, efficient, and environment-friendly solution to many of our problems. But today, they are at risk of extinction in our globalized world. Like traditional knowledge, science has also evolved through human experiences and exploration of nature. So we must recognize that science, as we see it, does not constitute the only form of empirical knowledge about the world. And we must bridge the distance between traditional knowledge and modern science so that we can craft local and more sustainable solutions for our challenges. So in agriculture, even as we seek to make our farms yield more, reduce the intensity of our water use, or increase the nutrient content of our farm output, we should also integrate traditional techniques, local practices, and organic farming to make our agriculture less resource intensive and more resilient. And in the area of health, modern medicines have transformed healthcare. But we must also use scientific techniques and methods to delve deeper into traditional medicine and practices like yoga for a more holistic lifestyle. And change our paradigm from treatment to wellness. This is especially important in dealing with growing challenge of the lifestyle disease that take a huge toll in terms of human life and economic costs. Distinguished delegates, as a nation, we still inhabit many worlds. We are at the global frontiers of achievements in science and technology. We also see the uncertainty and despair of many living at the edge of existence, looking for a life of hope, opportunity, dignity, and equity. We must meet this aspiration at a speed and on a scale that is rare in human history. And from the richness of our tradition, the consciousness of our age, and the strength of our commitment to our world, we must choose the most sustainable path possible. The success of 1/6 of humanity will also mean a more prosperous and a sustainable future for the world. We can only do this with your leadership and support. We will realize it when, in the words of Vikram Sarabhai, we encourage scientists to interest themselves in problems outside their fields of specialization. And the impact of science will be the most when scientists and technologists will keep the principles of what I call 5 E's of them: inquiry and engineering. First E, economy. When we find cost-effective and efficient solutions. Second, environment. When our carbon footprint is the lightest and the impact on the ecology is the least possible. Third, energy. When our prosperity relies less on energy and the energy we use keeps our sky blue and our earth green. Fourth, empathy. Empathy. When our efforts are in tune with our culture, circumstances, and social challenges. And fifth, equity. When science advances, inclusive development, and improves the welfare of the weakest. This year, we mark 100 years of a significant moment in the history of science. When Einstein published in 1916 the foundation of the general theory of relativity, today equal the humanism that defined his thought. Concern for man himself and his faith must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors. Nothing can be higher duty for us, whether we are in a public life or we are private citizens, and whether we are in business or explore science, than to leave the planet in a better state for our future generations. Let the different disciplines of science, technology, and engineering unite behind this common purpose. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir, for your very inspiring speech. Now I request Dr. Ashok Kumar Saxena, the General President of the Indian Science Congress Association, to present a memento to the Honorable Prime Minister of India. And I also request our Honorable Vice Chancellor to join him in this very momentous occasion. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor to felicitate the other dignitaries on the dais. I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to felicitate our Honorable Excellency the Governor and the Chancellor of the Universities of Karnataka. I request the Honorable Union Minister of Science and Technology, Shri Harshvardhanji, to receive the honor. I request the members of the audience to kindly be seated. We are coming to the end of the inaugural program. Please kindly be seated. Now I request the Honorable Union Minister of State, Shri Y.S. to receive the honor.